What is up, YouTube people? It is I, the Infernoble Knight of YouTube, once again bringing you a deck profile. This time we're going over Demigra yet again. This leader I used to get first place at my locals last night. Nice little tourney that we had. But for those that don't know what this leader does, because he's old, when this card attacks a leader card, you mill 3. And if they're all black cards, you draw a card. And if your life is at 4 or less, you untap 2 and flip it over. This card gains Wormhole, which means you can Overwhelm and or Dark Overwhelm twice a turn. When this card attacks, draw a card, and once per turn, activate main, put 3 black cards from your warp back into your drop. What makes this deck super duper good is the best card in the deck, the Demigra. Activate main, burst 2 for 2 energy. If your leader is a Demigra or a Toa card and you place this card from your hand in the drop, choose 1 or 2 cards in your life, add it to your hand, and then choose up to 1 Poutine and 1 Gravy from your warp and or drop and play them. So you plus so much with this card. Our targets are for this Poutine. When this Poutine is placed, he searches for this Demigra, so you keep doing that same play turn after turn. For of the Demon God Poutine, this card is so good. Not only can you play her from the Decker Warp with Demigra if you just need a 15k body, but she's blocker, which comes up a lot. And when this card is played from your hand, you get to play a token and activate battle. You get to get rid of the token to restand this card, and this card gets plus 10k for the battle. So you can use her for defense and offense. She's very versatile. Let's continue with the targets. The Poutine, you can play it off the Demigra. You know what she does. Battle cards being played with skills, or when your opponent activates a counter, you choose one of their battle cards and put it in rest mode. Gravy. This is just a bump up from the vanilla that you used to play from set 4. You never Dark Overwhelm it, so you don't get the double strike, but it's there if you need it. Gravy. We don't use it for its swap, we use it for its auto. When this card swings, take a life, it becomes a 15k, so it can help us self-awaken turn 2 if we just want to push. Gravy. When this card attacks or you combo with it, you put 2 black battle cards from your warp to your drop. That's all for the targets. We'll go to the thwarting package 2 of this 1-drop Vegeta. It's just a name. You don't care about the taxes because your leader isn't a Black Saiyan. But yeah, it is a name and it can help you self-awaken, which has proved beneficial from time to time. 3 of the really good and expensive Vegeta. When you play this card with Overwhelm, your opponent warps a card from hand. And 4 super combo, best super combo for black. I noticed that we just got revealed a Gravy super combo in the new set coming up, so I might try 1 in here just because you can get it off Demigra. So that's 9 Vegeta targets. We'll go over to the Gokus now. The 1 counter attack. 4 of the 1-drop cantrip. 4 of Beyond All Limits. 9 targets as well. And thwarting. Just being able to play this turn 1 and then turn 2, you go with your original Demigra stuff. Shenanigans is really cool. 4 Trunks. Because you want to draw and you want to put stuff from your hand in the warp instead of comboing it away. 3 of this Trunks from the new set. Deflect, dual attack. If this card would be removed from the battle area, it's removed from the game instead. When this card attacks, place up to 3 battle cards from your warp in its owner's drop area. That is not once per turn, so you can put back up to 6. And for 2 black energy, if your leader is black, and there are 8 or more cards in your warp, play this card from your warp. You'd think this is good. You think this is the best card in the deck. Surprisingly, to me anyway, it is one of the most meh cards in the deck. And I'm thinking of bringing the count down from 3 to 2. See how it is. It's just a lot more stuff I want to play. Or I can't afford 2 energy. Because you're trying to close out games turn 2 and 3. 2 of the Negate Kai. Negate it, play the card. Choose an opponent's battle card, remove it from play, so you're getting rid of 2 attacks. You play a bunch of battle cards, so you can free play this lady. And I've done it many times. 3 token negates. And 2 Super Kamehameha. Take a little view of the deck before we get into the side. So side, I thought I'd play the SS4 thwarting for slower matchups. Triple attack, blocker. While this card is in rest mode, it can't be KO'd by the opponent's skills. That part never comes up because they usually warp it. When this card attacks, your opponent chooses 2 cards in their hand and 2 of their battle cards, ignoring barrier, and send it to the warp. And at the end of the turn, switch this card to active mode. And for 4 energy, you get to fuse with a Goku and Vegeta from your drop, which is super duper easy because the leader just puts them back. 3 of Shin, Double Supremacy. This is for U7 Goku and maybe Sin Shinron. When this card is played, you draw a card. If you have 3 or less energy, when you play this card, you activate the skill, and your opponent can't attack with battle cards with energy cost of 7 or more until the start of your next main phase. So they can't swing with their big boy Goku if you're playing against U7. So they have to rely on having a wide board to push your stuff in. Generically good black card, Koitsukai. You know what that does. I'm going to take a SSG Trunks out, the 5-drop, for a copy of this guy. You might know what this does. It's somewhat of an old card. Overwhelm 6, 1 energy. When this card is played using Overwhelm, your opponent can only attack with battle cards once during their next turn, so it's a pseudo Nimbus. And when this card is played, you can't play another copy on your following turn. Another copy of the Kai, just in case. Secret Identity for wide boards. 3 Petrification, also for big boys deck. U7 in case you don't get or mill the Shin. Just another target for you to interrupt their plays. And another Super Kamehameha in case you go up against Red and they play Topo, or against Cooler and they play Oceanus, or against SSG Trunks and they play the Pan counterattack. But yes, that is the Demigra deck. I've forgotten how much fun this leader was, and you should definitely try it if you like just playing aggro in general.